the studios that we were building were functioning kitchens. They weren't sets. So we would have real cooking.
Yeah, real smoke, real water.
Real noxious odors. We'd have to, make sure we had real ventilation, which caused sound problems. So we had to, make sure we were ventilating, but we weren't, ruining the shoot. So sometimes we'd have to turn the fan off, cook, get the shot, and then turn the fan on so we could exhaust the room so you could see each other again. And then there were cameras that we would put right over the cooktops, and, they'd start to get greasy. And you'd have to take the cameras down and clean them off and, clean the lenses and all kinds of different things, because we were actually running a real kitchen. It was a real cooking show. People were dining, they were drinking, and we were recording it all and then turning them into these television assets.
It's completely unique. I mean, I feel like there is, there's a lot of cooking online. There's a lot of people who want to go and, think of themselves as next Martha Stewart, and, they're going to do a show and they have a hot plate and, they're cooking on a small burner. Even in a professional setting where they built somewhat of a studio, it's a TV studio first and the kitchen part is just kind of tacked on.
Right.
And there's one burner that's being used at a time.
The propane
there's
tank,
no hood,
right.
And there's none of that. And the shot may look good because it's pretty narrow, but to be in a real functioning kitchen that has to pass all the certifications. I've always been nervous that one day I'm going to be walking by one of the poles for I forget what it's called, but
Ansel station, the Ansel heads.
The Ansel system, the foam.
Yeah, I've always sort of had this fear. I'm going to walk by.
Knock on wood. We've never set the Ansel off. That would have been a disaster.
That would shut down the shoot, right?
And then there's it's not like there's just production people there. I mean, there's a room.
People, right? People, yeah.
Yeah, right. 25, 30 people, and something that other people wouldn't do. I mean, there's no other studio that's focused around food where you really are going to have people from the outside who are enjoying the food, and they are there for the food.
They're not actors,
but they're not there for TV. So if you have a studio that's in HGVH or Disney or something, I mean, it's the TV part is the first and foremost. Whereas everything you've done has been, it's the host and the food, and we try to not get in their way of that.
Right. How many shoots did we have in the studio while the restaurant was functioning, and we'd forget to lock the door, and we'd be in the middle of filming, and people would come up, and all of a sudden they'd open the door, I'm walking in, hey, this is
hey, what you guys doing in here?
Ruin the shoot, stop cooking, and you had to be nice to them. You didn't want to, make them angry, and you talk and answer their questions, and you just sort of shuffle them out and make sure you lock the door behind them and reset up the whole counter, style the whole thing,